Hey Soul Family, I just want to come on and discuss some things that really helped me in my healing journey of getting out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. And that step one was awareness and education. I ended up at a abuse shelter. Now, the kind of abuse that I suffered wasn't physical, although it did start to get physical at the end, but primarily it was more emotional, mental, sexual, financial, all the other ways, which can be very, very devastating. And the long-term effects of healing from that, I mean, I'm still dealing with stuff, and now I can't fully rid myself of my abuser. I am out, but there's still baloney that I deal with every day from them, and just healing in general, and also seeing how other relationships in my life might have manifested, where there might have been lack of boundaries, or the relationship only surviving as long as I stayed quiet and silent and dismissed my needs and things like that. So it's kind of a journey, and like once that light bulb goes on, it's really hard to turn it off, and you really don't want to turn it off. Investing in yourself is the most important thing you can do. It's the greatest investment you can make, and it's very painful work. So I prayed early on in my hell that God would use my hell to bless others. And wouldn't you know, shortly after wishing for that, praying for that, I started getting people coming into my path. I was at the bar one time playing bar dice, which I don't normally do, but this was a while ago. And this girl I was playing bar dice with, a stranger, opened up to me about her situation. I was able to encourage her, give her some things to think about. And then I was pretty vocal about my story. I ended up at an abuse shelter, like I said, and got some education and aid, and I got a lawyer through there and stuff like that. And I have a ton of books over here, and I'm kind of ready to let them go because I really want them to bless someone else, because that initial stage of like gathering up the information, I was like thirsty for information. Like I didn't understand what narcissism was, or psychopath, or sociopath, or I kind of just thought that was reserved for like serial killers. And I like, wow, this is like this is a thing. There's like a lot of people dealing with this. And so I'm passing on my books, and I'm more now focused on helping people heal once they really get out of that situation. I do Reiki energy healing. I've developed a soul quality test to help people test the quality of somebody's soul and their own soul in their life, to kind of just gauge on whether or not they should invest in them. I really would highly advise you do not invest in somebody with a negative soul. And I have a soul quality test for that, because you don't want to keep furthering their abuse. It's a really, once you heal, you want to be like done and move forward and have joy and peace and healthy relationships. And if you need support or coaching with that, let me know. I have a lot of knowledge, and like I said, Reiki healing, but I have that test too. The Zen Zone at mail.com.